Become your own propaganda machine and brainwash yourself into believing literally anything is possible, because clearly anything is possible. Case in point, the Vietnam War itself. You have to understand, this war was so ridiculous on every measurable metric, yet it still happened. And the people that we're drawing inspiration here, you know, the military industrial complex, these evil people, they somehow conceived of the world's most retarded plan of all time, and they still made it happen so that they could get more money and more power. And that was, they made these tanks. Look at this tank on the screen. They manufactured and airdropped tens of thousands of these multi-ton death machines onto the other side of the world. Not only that, they convinced a country of 200 million people, i.e. the USA in 1960, during a time of immense peace and prosperity, out of nowhere, that it would be a good idea to take 2 million of their bravest, strongest, the young men, the backbone of their society, and just airdrop them into a jungle no one had ever heard of. 10,000 miles on the other side of the planet to go and fight an enemy that no one had ever heard of for an explanation they never even gave. That right there is evidence that literally anything is possible, and with the right level of persuasion and belief, you can literally achieve anything. Really understand this for a second. You had 18-year-old Idaho chicken farmers playing the bluegrass banjo, Billy Joe Jennings and Ricky Ray Rufus just chilling out on their veranda, going to the big screen drive-thrus with their girlfriends and sweethearts, just thinking life was great. And then a few weeks later, they had been convinced to stick a bayonet on the end of an M16 and go and have a knife fight with a 5'2" Oriental midget who they didn't even realize existed. That is insanity. If you ask those same guys to point out Vietnam on a map, bearing in mind this was before the internet, they'd say, where the hell is Vietnam? They wouldn't even know where the fuck it was. Yet here we are again a few weeks later, and they're throwing firebombs at a load of little yellow looking goblins who live in a tin shed with absolute hatred in their hearts for a group of people they didn't even know existed. That is the power of persuasion, purely because a talking noisy box, a TV and a newspaper told them to.